Hello everyone, my name is Pixlriffs. Welcome back to Decidedly Vanilla, where we have a few interesting artifacts popping up around the museum. There are bones. I have no idea what to say about this. There's two up there. Blimey, there's an enormous one over there. I don't know what to make of this at all. I have seen a couple of people's episodes go up and it says something about pranking me, so I haven't watched those deliberately, so I didn't know what was going on, and there's a few of them about. There is some interesting modern art happening around here, apparently. This one's got pretty much 20 block height, maybe. That's some pretty intense stuff, and obviously maybe up there with people taking advantage of elytra flying and stuff, or maybe some carefully thrown ender pearls. People are boning my museum. Put it that way. Sounds a little bit rude, but there you go. I'm using bone blocks fairly extensively in the construction of this place, but it looks like some kind soul has decided to donate a few more, which is absolutely fine by me. I have a skeleton spawner, but it's always a pain to... Whoa, okay. One in front of the skeleton exhibit, aptly placed. It's always a pain to gather and construct bone blocks when somebody else could be doing it for you. So whoever this is, thank you very much, I guess, for the additions to the museum. Maybe I'll consider using some of these bone blocks in displays and stuff around here. I don't want them all to just get torn down. But there you go. So we're back. Ladies and gentlemen, at long last, we are back at the museum on Decidedly Vanilla. And thank you guys so much for your patience during the Minecraft hiatus on this channel. I haven't been playing Minecraft for a little while because my mother-in-law, my wife's mother, was visiting from the USA. And obviously when you've got a guest staying over, it's generally speaking, it's good form to keep them entertained and to not sit around playing video games all day whilst they're hanging out. So I managed to get a few episodes recorded of Undertale and Owlboy because I figured that was probably going to be the best use of my time. I'm going to spend the least amount of time recording those compared to Minecraft so that I don't have absolutely no content going up on my channel, but it's perhaps a little bit different to the kind of content I usually put out. So I really hope you guys are enjoying Owlboy and Undertale, by the way, because I really am. Owlboy especially is just super cool. Okay, this is a thing that's... Oh, speaking of Undertale... What is this, human? Could it be an amazing Papyrus prank made by me, the Great Papyrus? Yes, it is an amazing prank done by me, the Great Papyrus. You met all my standards. So you got pranked by me, the Great Papyrus, with some help from Paige, who is not lazy, like Sans. I also turned you blue. The Great Papyrus. Oh, I see. Papyrus. It's Papyrus has done a bone attack. Got pranked with some help from Paige, who is not lazy like Sans. I also turned you blue. Well, yep, that's very true. I am now blue. So thank you to the Great Papyrus and his assistant Paige for this prank. This has been pretty great. So yeah, I'll definitely use all of these bone blocks for something. But yes, Undertale has been going pretty well. Owlboy has been going really well. Last episode of Owlboy, oh my gosh, punch in the gut, right? And I'm going to be continuing that series at some point this week. I have a couple of other trips and stuff planned relatively soon, so regular content might not be a thing on this channel for a couple of days just until we get ourselves back on our feet. But I feel like I'm constantly making comebacks to Minecraft at this point. I'm constantly like, I've returned now, and then something else pops up. But that's just the way life works. So Owlboy and Undertale have been doing all right. They've been doing pretty well. Not like outstandingly well or anything. I feel like this channel is kind of past its heyday when it comes to like gathering tons of views and stuff. But I hope you guys have been enjoying those in any case. And it's got me thinking about what I want to do with my channel in general. So while I clean up this bone prank, we're going to have a quick chat about that. So in terms of the games I like to play, stuff like Owlboy, stuff like Undertale, little indie games with a pixel art kind of style are definitely in my wheelhouse. It's the kind of stuff, almost the kind of stuff I grew up playing, I guess, because there are tons of games on like the Sega Genesis / Mega Drive that I grew up playing that are basically part of my childhood, and they're part of the gaming landscape for me. And really what I want to do is consider taking on some games which are taking that style into new new areas. Like they're bringing back that style for more modern style games, and they're able to put a whole lot more depth in because games can be bigger and they have longer to develop them and massive teams developing them and stuff. So things like Hyper Light Drifter and Owlboy are absolutely the kind of games I want to keep playing on this channel when I'm talking about like expanding my channel output a little bit, focusing on some new series and stuff like that. So I am considering rebranding my channel to be a kind of pixel art style game, to focus on stuff like that almost exclusively, I think. And obviously there are some games I've played that are like that, so Hyper Light Drifter, Terraria, Stardew Valley, stuff like that. I'm probably going to bring back Starbound once I'm done with Undertale or Owlboy or both. I'm not quite sure where I am in terms of the plot of either of them because I've been avoiding looking stuff up online so I can avoid spoilers. But when I'm done with one or both of those, I'm considering continuing Starbound, which I kind of put on hiatus a while ago because it's another one of those games that you have to do a fair amount of grinding in the background. And I'm thinking about maybe doing a Let's Play of Shovel Knight, because I've seen KB play that, and I stopped watching after the first couple of episodes because I kind of want to play the game myself and maybe do that spoiler-free. So I'm considering doing a Let's Play of Shovel Knight. So if you guys would be interested in that, or if you think there are any other like 8-bit or pixel art style games that you think I absolutely shouldn't miss at this point, let me know, because I've been keeping my eye on the gaming landscape. I've been looking at some stuff in the Steam sales and things like that. I've had a few things on my wish list for a while that I think I'm going to check out at some point, but I'm considering, rebranding my channel to focus pretty much exclusively on pixel art style games. And one of the other things I'm really excited about is there's a Kickstarter right now for a game called Undungeon, which is being developed by a company in Germany, I believe. It's a European game. Their Kickstarter thing was in euros anyway, but there are some really, really awesome looking demo graphics, some trailers and things like that, which they just look absolutely mental in the best possible way. Like, it's the kind of thing it's a similar art style to Hyper Light Drifter, but the gameplay kind of goes in a different direction. There are a bunch of different playable characters and stuff like that. I'll throw up a couple of screenshots for it, and a link to the Kickstarter page will be in the description, because I think it's got a couple of weeks left to fund. I think, in fact, it's probably funded. By the time this video comes out, it will be fully funded. I think when I'm making this, it was on like I think 400 euros to go before they met their main goal, and then stretch goals were going to come after that. It looks really, really cool. So I really recommend you guys check that out and help them fund that project, because it's going to be super cool. And I've signed up for the backer level where you get a beta copy of the game early. So hopefully I'll be able to bring some early gameplay of that to you guys before they release the full game. And that's kind of one of the other things that led me to think maybe I should take my channel in the direction where I'm playing kind of pixel art games almost exclusively. And obviously Minecraft is always going to be on this channel. Minecraft is in itself kind of a pixel art game, even though it doesn't necessarily follow the style of a lot of the other games I've been playing. It's not a 2D side-scroller or whatever, but games like this have this certain appeal to me, this certain like art style and stuff. It's sort of minimal graphics, but maximum gameplay. That's kind of what I'm after. So I want to know what you guys think about that idea, and if there are any games that you think I should absolutely play in terms of that art style. And there are obviously games which I would like to play but aren't a pixel art style, and maybe I'll consider, taking a sideline here and there for a game that's a little bit more graphically interesting, or graphically like high fidelity, I suppose you might want to say, because I feel like some of the pixel art games I've been playing recently, especially stuff like Owlboy, have been really interesting in terms of the graphics. Like, they're taking pixel art to the extreme. It's taking them 9 years just to draw the whole thing, that kind of stuff. So would be really interested to hear what you guys think of this new strategy. And I'm not even done clearing up all the bones around the museum. This is obviously going to take a little while, and I better not take down any of the ones that are up there on the dragon by mistake. Although I think this is all still quartz. A few people asked me if I was going to remove all of the quartz blocks in favor of bone blocks when bone blocks were released, which is like a version and a half ago or something now. It's pretty crazy how far these things have come. But, oh my days, they're everywhere. Yeah, I think we're going to keep all of the quartz blocks there, mainly because I don't want to pillar up there and swap all of it out. It just feels like it's going to be a bit of a pain, and I'm not really using the quartz anywhere else right now, so I'm not like short of quartz or anything. We can explore the nether infinitely if I need to get more quartz. So not a huge deal. And Oh, and there's the blue heart. I didn't even notice that at the time. Has that got anything written on it on the other side? I guess not. But you know what? I might keep that there for the moment. Maybe we'll trim it down or something. I don't know. But it's kind of nice to have some people come in and interact with the museum. I feel like that's the one thing that's been missing from this project so far, has been the community participation aspect of it. So maybe I will see if I can get some people to come in and do some interesting stuff around here. Early on in this project, I did say that one of the things I wanted to do was have other members of the server contribute exhibits. Like there'd be a kind of a community exhibition hall where people could come in and basically build what they wanted, and it would be on display for a little while. And I kind of want to get that up and running sooner rather than later if people are going to be coming in and putting stuff like this around here, because it's obvious that people want to get involved even a little bit, even if it's just a prank or something like that. Then I kind of want to give people a space where they can build stuff and join in with this project. That's the whole idea in the first place, was that it was going to be kind of a community thing. So we'll see what we can do with that. Have I put that sign there, I'm pretty sure. It's been a while since I've been here, and I haven't really remembered what I did last. I think the last thing I did was build this mob spawner over there so we could get some mob drops in general, some gunpowder, and that's going to be part of the mob exhibit for the museum. But the main reason I wanted to do it was so I could get some gunpowder for elytra flying. I'm going to pop my elytra on real fast just to get up to the top there, and munitions, there we go. Got a few fireworks in here. I've kind of settled on duration 2 as a decent rocket size. Like I think 2 gunpowder is enough. I feel like 1 is just too little, and 3 was way too much from what I've seen, from what I've used. So yeah, I think I will be sticking with duration 2. And look at that. See, that's pretty much perfect. I might just take a quick fly around to make sure there isn't anything else that I've missed. It doesn't look like there is. Oh, there is one there. Ha! Good thing I spotted that. And there's over 2 stacks of bone blocks has gone into doing this. So this is a pretty hefty prank right here. But yeah, cheers to Paige for all of the bones. I will definitely be making use of these around the place, because bone blocks are pretty versatile. So, what else has been going on? Let me think what's been happening in Minecraft news specifically, because there's been a couple of things coming out about future updates. Jeb has posted a few interesting things on Twitter. One of the things he's mentioned recently is that they're changing the wool palette, or they're considering doing that at least. There are a couple of palette tests with one of their new artists, and they're considering changing up the colours of wool. And a lot of builders in the community were kicking off about this because they're just so used to the colours, and maybe they feel like it's going to compromise the way certain builds look. I'm hedging my bets on that one. I have a feeling that it's not going to be such a dramatic change once you get it into the game, and the new colours do look nice and bright and refreshing. And I've talked to a couple of people about this. I mentioned it to the group in Discord. I mentioned it to the DV guys, and they all said that they were either apathetic about it one way or the other, they didn't really mind, or they thought that the new colours looked kind of bright and nice. So they're considering doing that with wool. They're considering doing it with banners. I have a feeling it's not going to be too bad of a change. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments as well, because I feel like anytime they make any significant changes to Minecraft, there's always going to be some lovers, always going to be some haters, and I'm cautiously optimistic about the whole thing. I really don't think it's going to change all that much. If anything, it's going to pep up some of the displays at my museum, really make things pop. So we will see. There aren't really that many builds in which I use wool as like a serious block. You know what I mean? I don't tend to use it as a general building material. I tend to use stone and wood and things which are building materials in real life. I tend to build stuff for the construction aspect of it rather than just for the aesthetic. And I feel like places like here where the carpet is red and stuff like that, these are all wool blocks and wool carpets, and I don't think it's really going to change stuff like that all that much. It's going to make the carpet a little bit brighter in here, perhaps, but I don't think that's really going to be significant in terms of the quality of the build and the way it looks. I don't think anyone's really going to mind that that's the case. So, a few things have been happening. There is talk of dragon banners. There's been talk about that for a little while, having the dragon head be an item that you can use on a banner, same way you can do with creeper heads and wither heads and that kind of stuff. What is this? I need to clean up some of the stuff around here. I feel like maybe that's something I'm going to do today because I don't have massive projects planned for today. I'm just kind of cleaning up. It feels like a clean-up sort of day, cleaning up all these bones and stuff that are around. But I think I've got most of those covered now. I think that's okay. It's just a blue heart that's in here for now, and I think I will probably leave that there for the moment. Except there is a skeleton spawning on it, so maybe we'll take a firework up there and we'll light it up, shall we? How about that? I've got some torches on me. May as well. Let's see if we can land on top of this by jumping off of here. Probably not. Not right away. Oh, of course, I've taken my elytra off. Let me try and firework myself up there without even wearing the wings. Come on, pigs. Get your head right. Think it through. Give it a hip, give it a hop, and we're away. And yeah, well, that was useless, wasn't it? All right, maybe we'll jump down from the bridge at the top there. Maybe we'll do it that way. Or you know what? Maybe we can just pillar up. Sometimes I just do things the long way around in this game. It's a flaw I have. It's something that I have to come to terms with, I think, is that sometimes there are just ways that are easier of doing things, and I tend to do things the hard way. See, pillaring up directly underneath that. This is exactly what I mean. I'm doing things the hard way all the time in this game. So yeah, I'm going to do a bit of cleaning up around here. I'm going to try and consolidate some chests and whatnot. Maybe we'll do a little build or something like that around here, and I'll come back to you guys when I'm done, and we'll figure out what we're going to do next time.
Well, this is great. Rain, rain, rain. Bet even the ducks wouldn't come out in weather like this. But me, I'm an idiot.
Well, ladies and gents, there you have it. We've got ourselves a white wither. I came up with this idea kind of on the fly, and I figured it was kind of cool because I wanted to do something at each end of the Hall of Bones, and obviously with Paige giving us so many bones, I thought they would have to be used around here somewhere, but of course, the wither itself kind of mainly black with white eyes and whatnot, and I thought doing it this way would give us a chance to use all of the bones and fit it in with the theme of this, because we're not really going to be able to have a wither in the museum. I've talked this over with the DV guys a little bit before, and the wither is just too dangerous to be contained. The only way you can really do it is with a kind of elaborate setup involving bedrock, which I would have to cheat in, or by having it at world height and having it like the way people have a wither powered tree farm where the wither is at build height and doesn't really like attack players at all. I think that's the way it works anyway. I've seen them before but never really quite understood the mechanics behind them. In any case, gosh, the world isn't loading in properly over there. Let me try resetting chunks real fast. There you go, F3 and A. Really useful keyboard shortcut. Resets all the chunks in the area in case you haven't loaded them all in before you start recording, which apparently I hadn't. So anyway, yeah, the wither over here is going to be represented by a kind of bone statue at either end of the Hall of Bones. And up here, I need to work on the exhibit where the nether mobs are going to be. So we're going to have like a zombie pigman and a wither skeleton and stuff like that up and around here. So I figured putting the wither up here would be quite cool. It's it's not exactly the most accurate portrait of the wither, but I think it will do. Maybe we could have one bone wither at one end and one black wither, like the regular kind of wither, at the other end. Maybe that would work quite well. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens off camera in between episodes. But that is probably all we've got time for today. I did just want to go and check out one more thing because Van said he left me a present up here. The Vanguard himself, another present up in the chest that he left me as part of the Secret Santa routine. So I want to quickly head up here and see what he's left me. Said there was a little care package, and I think these 2 enchanted books are new. Oh, I'd forgotten about this. There are new enchantments. Okay, let's see what he's written here first. Dearest Pix, oh, thank you very much. Here are the 2 of the new enchanted books that Minecraft 1.11.2 has to offer free of charge. The Vanguard, thank you so much, The Vanguard. This one's Sweeping Edge and Curse of Vanishing. Okay, because that was new to 1.11. So yeah, I have no idea what I'm going to put this on. Probably nothing, but it will be nice to have it for the museum nonetheless. And Sweeping Edge is very exciting as an enchantment because it's something I don't have on my sword. If you guys aren't aware of this, the sword obviously has this new attack as of 1.9 where if you stand still and attack an enemy, it's not going to show you now because I'm not attacking anything, but if you attack something, it's got a sweep animation which damages any other enemies in the immediate radius. So, you know, let's go over here and attack this cow as an example. I'm sorry, cow, but you're going to get attacked. If you attack like that, see the sweeping animation in front, that's going to damage anything else in the radius. And we got 2 leather out of that, which is great. I could always use the leather, make signs, item frames, I mean, that kind of thing. But yeah, the radius attack only does 1 damage to anything that you're not directly attacking. So the stuff either side only gets 1 damage. Sweeping Edge increases the amount of damage, I think by a percentage, not by like a numerical value. So by the time you have Sweeping Edge 3 on your sword, you are doing 100% of the sword's base damage to the enemies to either side, which is going to be super handy if I can get it to tier 3. But Sweeping Edge 1 is what we've got so far. Thank you so much, Van. I'd completely forgotten that was a new part of Minecraft 1.11.2, so that's going to be pretty awesome to inflict upon any unwary zombies that happen to cross our path. But that's going to be it for today's episode, guys. Thank you so much for sticking around whilst I've been away from Minecraft, and thank you so much for watching now that I'm back. My name has been Pixlriffs. Leave a like on today's episode if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see more. More Minecraft stuff will be coming very soon. Don't forget to check out Undertale and Owlboy as well, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye for now.